I'm back, baby. What do we got tonight? Uh, some more indie horror. I don't want to just do Under the Waves every fucking time because it's kind of a downer and kind of slow paced. You know what I mean? I got a bunch of great new games, Christmas presents from the bros, but I really don't want to skip around a lot. I want to stick to one main game and a couple small side games until I finish one or the other. It would be really easy to get sidetracked. I should know that's usually what happens. Which is why I'm trying to commit to this format. I'm trying to commit to one main game consistently every episode. And then a couple of little side projects. Little, like itch.io stuff. Oh, the audio doesn't fucking work. Boy, I'm glad I shut those tabs of, what was her name? Kathleen Kinton? That, that one blonde lady. I was gonna say bitch, but that's colloquial and also disrespectful. I'm trying to get out of the habit of saying it. Who played, the Undead Bride in Bride of Reanimator. She appeared in a lot of films alongside Barbara Crampton. What the fuck is the use button? F is used and it doesn't tell you 5. Oh, this is gonna be a good one. None of these buttons get me out of here either. Oh, it's underneath. Okay, fuck. Man, fuck this game already. Is there like a word for boob connoisseurs, like boob snobs, or is that just coomers? Am I fooling myself in thinking that my appreciation of fat deposits ensconcing memory glands within them is somehow principled and cultured? I want to say I have a special interest in titties, but that's just being a heterosexual man. Not just Reanimator, a Malibu Spring Break, I think, is one where she appeared alongside a younger Barbara Crampton. And she had a lot of screen time, just shaking her bobs and vagine around. Just waving them around in the warm summer air, airing them out, because you know they got to be oxygenated from time to time. And that was the good stuff. That was the good, rich 1980s, big poofy hair, hot blonde bitches from the golden age of like Cinemax and HBO. Believers. I'm ashamed of myself sometimes. I don't think it's wrong to have a healthy appreciation for the human form, but just because the degree to which I'm able to identify, even if you were to use MS Paint to black out their faces, I've got like a Pokedex, I've got like a Boobidex in my brain that can do pattern recognition on titties. I'm better at recognizing titties than I am at faces. Finding love. Perhaps find yourself wishing you could just get a boyfriend or girlfriend without having to go through all the tedious dating stuff. No, that sounds like a crime. This definitely sounds like a crime. But not. Matchmaking Industries is here to help. No, I don't want to meet anybody right now. I'm a mess. I'm not in a good condition to date anyone. So I'll probably just die alone. That's fine. I guess we'll all just die alone separately. In our little hovels, playing our Steam games until we're 90 years old and our hearts give out. Except for like the most attractive and wealthy minuscule fraction of humanity. And then the eugenics is preserved once again. I don't know why anyone thought it ever needed government help to work that way. God bless women. They're nature's most prolific and determined eugenicists. if left to their own devices, they will make sure that only the smallest fraction of men get to reproduce. Then fucking monogamy comes along and screws shit up, and you get a bunch of mutant sprugs born that shouldn't have been, arguably, depending on your point of view. Like me. Oh, furiously you'll have me. I'm here to help you. Yeah, that was an archetype. 1980s horror and just fantasy films sure fucking loved the quintessential big titty blonde. I'm convinced they had like a cloning facility underground somewhere in Hollywood just to keep the flow of never-ending big titty blondes with giant fucking 80s hair coming forever. It's like the labs in Resident Evil for the Tyrant labs with the cloning vets. Hang on. I remind myself of something. It got to the point where a lot of them were uncredited, so you can't find out who they were in the first place. Like in Galaxy of Terror. Fuck, what was her name? Hang on. There's a great example of her, of that archetype. Angela Ames. I should probably close that tab before I go back to. Angela Ames, to me, is one of the quintessential blonde Scandinavian DNA clones of the 1980s. Like, they captured a genetic sample from her, and they just started 3D printing blue-eyed blonde women. And Hitler's ghost smiles up from hell upon their endeavors. Maybe that's where they're getting them from. Maybe the breeding programs that Germany implemented during the 40s never stopped. They just started buying them and importing them to Hollywood. Oh, there we go. You ever read about those Argentinian Nazi cults that sprang up that were started by ex-Nazis that fled the fall of the Third Reich to Argentinian towns in the countryside? There were cults that were based around the concept of the star seed, which is human-alien hybrids. There are really creepy photos online where they were raising like multiple generations of almost albino-looking children. Let me find them. This would make a great story. Here it is. Here it is. They fucking messed them up the same way that Dalmatians get messed up from inbreeding. I want to say that's what it was. But they're just trying to make as many blonde children as they could. And I don't know why they dressed them up in identical blue jumpers. Can you imagine being the brunette? Like this guy? You didn't fucking do anything wrong, but everybody looks at you sideways like you're just such a fucking disappointment. You had to fuck up, didn't you? You had to come out with brown hair. All we wanted was more blonde children. You're lucky we let you wear the blue Colt jumper. Fucking failure, you disgrace. That's genetics for you. You can't control every last little variable. Part of what makes us human. And not children of the corn, like whatever those creatures were. I mean, technically, there's a lot of stuff that's no longer true that we took as truisms in the past. We have a lot of methods based upon our modern understanding of genetics for preventing defects. Even from inbreeding, there was this whole weird, uncomfortable, horny thread about brother and sister or cousin couples. There's an infographics episode about it too, with really horny, weird, sweaty reply guys. Probably, I blame the coffin of Andrew and Laylee for that. Also, I blame Japan. Basically saying that you could do what Israel does. Israel already uses the same methodology of genetic screening of Ashkenazi Jews in order to make sure that the ones who have double pairs of recessive genes don't have children together because it will produce birth defects. So technically our understanding of how few people could start a viable population is wrong now because it assumes we wouldn't have access to this technology. In an apocalyptic scenario where you had catastrophically reduced human population and you only had maybe a couple hundred people left, if you had doctors and if you had genetic screening equipment to test for specific gene combinations, you could absolutely make a viable human population from 2176. Oh, there's other ones here. Me too. Yeah. I've talked about a lot of stuff that's really obscure that sounds like schizophrenia to people. Including dates that turned out to be a mistake. But that just goes to show if the nukes ever drop, or if the asteroids ever hit, as long as we can keep a couple of IVF labs open and running on solar panels, or some shit like that, we still have a chance. You don't need as many people to restart humanity as we once thought. And of course, the comments were half full of creationists saying, "See, I told you, all of humanity could so start with 2 people." It never said 2 people. I wonder if you could though. Only one way to find out. Wait, no, that's a crime again. All my best ideas are crimes. That's a sort of that's like a vault tech experiment. Was there an oh god, was there an incest vault? I don't want to check the wiki. I feel like it's guaranteed there was an incest vault. Why is there a waifu in here? Don't let that become a meme. I forbid that from becoming a meme. There's probably a fan fiction somewhere of that. It's giving me ideas for horror stories. I already talked about my Island of Dr. Moreau modernization, where a genetic testing or genetic recombination facility and surgical compound exists for the manual creation of real furries for extremely wealthy perverts. 4, 3, 4. What order, though? It doesn't say what order. Nine. It's all a matter of perspective. Five. 5, 9, 3, 4. I still might do that one, but it still feels way too close, because the original Island of Dr. Moreau also had to do with vivisection. I've talked in the past about how if you were creating such abominations, you wouldn't be able to create them all in one go. You'd have to create several different bodies, each with the attribute you want, and then surgically combine them. That's crazy, though. There really were people out there doing selective breeding. I don't know how much you know about this. You know what the Pleiadians are? There are people who really believe this stuff. There are people who have replaced traditional religion with alien religions. Believe, like the Starseed stuff and the Galactic Federation of Light is what it's called, which is the like space government for people who are unhappy with earthly governments and want there to be a bigger government to regulate the Earth government. They can believe is coming to save them from taxes and shit. There are 5 of them. Brute force it. Well, that was a puzzle. Look for another note from the mysterious man. I'm having weird, uncomfortable thoughts now about human experiments I'd like to do. Everyone else is worried about the IRS. I'm worried about like medical ethics committees. Isn't that technically Mormons? No, I don't think so. You You mean the stuff about Adam God and Kolob? Yeah, that's the quandary of Mormonism. It's like how most Scientologies don't know the OT3 materials, and it sounds like an anti-Scientological lie to them. A lot of the stuff that Mormons tell each other are anti-Mormon lies are actually official church teachings. I'm not reading all that. Speaking of reading, I got a lot of good work done on Terminal Sunset. I've cracked the code, like I said. I just need to write when it's like 2 or 3 in the morning, and my eyes are bloodshot, and I'm starting to see shadow people. There's the waifu again. Not the sexy shadow people that start to show up around 4 to 5 a.m. That's when I need to go to bed. So I don't commit any crimes against nature and God. You know the ones. The sexy nighttime crimes. Where you wind up with shadow babies. Oh God, is this gonna be a Weeping Angel's waifu? Is the shadow moving? Whose pee is this? Listen, whoever decided to start using F as the use key, I just want to talk. What do we gain for the use of the F key as the use key? We gain quick turn buttons. Not even lean buttons. I can understand if you sacrifice E so that you can lean. I can't get my brain off of fucking atrocities. Could you assemble a human being from organs that are all independently kept alive? And then the resulting human would be alive? Like, could you do a real Frankenstein, but without having to bring them back from the dead? Like, you know how they sustain organ, like if you were really fast, if you had a really fast surgeon and you had all the independent organs you needed, could you assemble them and produce a living? I mean, he would need to be on like anti-rejection drugs for his entire life. Although the original literary Frankenstein was very different, was not at all like the one in film adaptations. He wasn't just it's hard to say how he was put together. The text is ambiguous. It does say that Victor Frankenstein visited charnel houses and like collected leavings from slaughterhouses and shit to have raw materials. But it doesn't say he sewed them together. And Frankenstein designs like sounds like he was like there were certain liberties taken on the human form, like he had translucent yellow skin and the glowing eyes. So it wasn't like a pure surgical recreation of a human being. It was more like Frankenstein's OC, like his own Sonichu. There was a rich guy who was in a wheelchair who wanted to be the first head transplant onto a healthy body. An Italian doctor was going to do it, but he chickened out at the last minute. I want to say that since then that surgery has been done, though. I'm glad I never went into medicine. I would get my medical license revoked in a hurry. I would be too curious. Especially about cybernetics. Like how, like with today's cybernetics, we have artificial hearts, we have artificial eyes, we have arms and legs. How many different artificial parts are there? And how much of a human could you replace? And what would the resulting creature look like? Could we make RoboCop? I mean, it probably wouldn't be strong. Probably wouldn't be super powered. It'd probably just be a really pitiful, suffering creature. A patchwork primate made partly of plastic, if you like alliterations. With a powerful positronic penis. What do I do now? Oh. Oh fuck. That escalated quickly. I don't think this was the right way to go. I don't think we went the right way. He's gonna get us. Or he's gonna get us. Oh, he's gonna get us. He's gonna get us. He thirsts for butt pleasure, and we have one of those. I would never do this to a person unwillingly, but I would probably accept volunteers. I would be really interested to see the answers to some of these questions. Let me see if that head transplant ever got done. No, it hasn't been. That was fake news from China, apparently. He's in here with us. Whatever it is, he's... Ah! I was a maid. Yeah, we probably deserved it. Where were we supposed to run to? It is a waifu horror game. This is a killer idea. Although, you know, what would really be awesome for a waifu horror game is those Masiro maid robots. These fucking things. These give me the willies. Not the fun, horny willies. This is just a stream. I need to find this one. You seen these things? Don't be fooled by their uwoos. Look at that! What is that? What the fuck is that? It's got an Xbox Kinect on its head. You can't fool me. You don't have legs, machine. Do not speak to me unless you're spoken to. I'm a divine creation of the cosmos, and you are but a inanimate husk of metal. And neon wigs. Probably some dried human fluids somewhere in there. I wonder how much of that is really autonomous. Especially with modern LLMs, they could talk to you now. Can you imagine Five Nights at Freddy's with this thing? With like a bunch of these? Making anime noises at you? Oni-chan, or whatever they say. Uwu. Am I kawaii? They look special needs too, which makes me feel bad. That's probably the only good way to do the eyes, though. You could not make mechanical eyes that would look even semi-tolerable. Arr! This'll replace the whale in me nightmares. Install that. I don't really care to play that again ever. What is this? I can't really tell by looking at it. What would you do if you saw one of those in the darkness, like at the edge of a streetlight, walking home at night? Everybody gangsta until the fucking uwu spoopermans start showing up. The uwoopermans. Oh, this is one of these. I could see off the edge of the set, and I don't think I'm supposed to be able to do that. Oh, it's one of the... Yeah, it is one of these. I don't like these. It's a report anomaly game. But it's in 3D. It's less charming if it isn't photorealistic. I think we already did this one. Dark Descent. Oh shit, actually, you know what? You know what? I have to pause the stream for this. We have to make time. Do you guys know what Sega revealed recently?
Yo, yo. Did you save the game?
Really? Of course I did.
Let me reintroduce it.
Are you as rock hard as I am after watching that? I could cook glass with this thing, and I will. I'll make you watch me do it. Holy fuck. Am I right? Am I wrong? New Golden Axe? God of War style Golden Axe? It's a match made in heaven. Crazy Taxi adapted to the Need for Speed Hot Pursuit model of gameplay loop? Yes, please. That makes perfect sense. Where other players can be cops chasing you down. I'm kind of met on the 2D Shinobi, although it seems like the more logical direction to go in it. We've already have enough 3D Ninja games. There was actually a 3D Shinobi on PS2 already. Some people were critical of the style of the Jet Set Radio remaster or sequel. It's hard to say. I think it's the logical next step. I don't think you can do low poly forever. It's still cell shaded. It still looks like anime. I'm feeling good. I did not expect this. I really expected in my heart of hearts, being the cynic that I am, the acidic, corrupted cynic, that Sega would just keep resting on their laurels and making refried Sonic over and over because of the safe returns to please their shareholders. That doesn't give them enough credit. They do great work with the Yakuza series, but the Yakuza is another reliable moneymaker. This is the first time in a long time I've seen them take a big risk. Grasping for glory, once again, doing something truly ambitious instead of just doing the safe, boring thing. Does anyone care about Sega still, the way I do? It's fine if you don't. I was amazed. I was astonished and astounded. Get the installer running. I don't think I've ever been as excited. Gamers are eating good again, finally. What am I saying finally? We've been eating good for a while. Although it may come to an end shortly. There's been massive layoffs. Apparently, the reason we've been eating good lately is because there's a huge round of investment in the games industry during COVID. Because people were stuck indoors playing a lot of video games. And now that gravy train has come to an end, so we may have to cherish these last few great games. We won't be getting as many close together for a while, I don't think. But for now, we're riding high. Who had that on their bingo card for 2023? There's a new Streets of Rage. There's a 3D Streets of Rage. That's what I would have expected to be 2D, not Shinobi. But I guess that would have been boring because they've already done that. They already did the Streets of Rage remaster, didn't they? Xbox controller detected. Fair enough. Restart. Hang on. It's not cooperating. This had better be good for all the effort I'm putting into it. Then again, this is what I used to do for every game before I found the itchy desktop app. It's amazing how accustomed to convenience we become. Oh, this feels good, actually. It's got rumble for every footstep. Is this going to be PT? Oh, shit! My gamer words. Did you fucking see that, who was he, the Silent Hill guy, I want to say. Or was it just Hideo Kojima? I want to say Hideo Kojima, but I don't think that's the right guy. The guy behind PT, he showed up at the Game Awards through a doorway that mimicked the in the video, mimicked the PT doorway. That's one of the big news things I saw recently, implying the PT is going to actually get picked up and finished after all. How do you feel about that? Also, Tron Ares. I don't know if y'all even heard of Tron Ares. That's the new Tron film. There's going to be a third Tron film. That's the good news. The bad news is it's Disney and Jared Leto is in it. Yeah, but it's just another PT. It's like, look, I can do PT also. PT, but me too. Me also. I can also do PT. See, remember PT, guys? Remember how much you like PT? You'll like it even more when I do it. I can make PT as well. I'm one of the smart video game guys. PT was truly groundbreaking the first time I played it. At that time. I don't really want to... I guess that's kind of poetic though, isn't it? That there's so many clones of it. Like you can exit out of PT and play a different game and still be stuck in the same hallway. I think that's probably hell for me. It's just endless Five Nights at Freddy, Garten of Banban, and PT clones. Why did it change? Why am I a beautiful minding? I don't understand. Very good graphical fidelity. You know, when I think about the fact that PT original was on PS4, PS4 is still a really capable machine, isn't it? I'm kind of sorry I never bought one. There's something games on it like Dreams that would have been really superb experiences to have. I have too much video game shit already though. I just can't justify it. I'm crossing my fingers and hoping that all the good stuff from Sony eventually makes it to Steam. I'm a Steam boy, like a Zone boy from Tim and Eric. I am a Zone boy. Oh, 41, 21. I can't tell what the order of the numbers is. 61 is the last one. Can't tell where the beginning and ending are. Fuck. It's a 3-digit number. How can it be 3 digits? I've got to look for the only 3-digit number, don't I? I'm not charmed. It's just more PT. We've already had PT. Nothing of value was lost. Let's try this one. This one looks Kino, frankly. Stand light. That's familiar. Oh no. What is that? What is that? Got me. I have no idea what got me exactly. Dead light, green light. I can't make my cursor move. What do you think, Kino? Go away. How am I supposed to do this? This is too much like my story. Yeah, I based Terminal Sunset off of a game I used to play as a kid. You ever played this game? You know the floor is lava? It's like that, but with light. Outside in the afternoon, there would be long shadows cast by trees, and it was like a maze. You could get anywhere you needed to while staying within the shadows. You ever play that? Or the opposite, where you can't touch the shadows, but you can touch the light. We played both versions. Was that just a me thing, or is that like a common thing kids would do? I'm keeping that one. That's pretty cool, actually, and memorable. Memorable. It was always high stakes, too. It's always, if you touch the fucking darkness, you die. Or your family dies. Don't step on a crack or you'll break your father's back. I don't think that whoever came up with that rhyme knew my father very well. Don't step on cement or landlord will hike your rent. step on the greenness or the... No, I'm not going to finish that one. Really good looking water. I guess it would have to be. It's also easier when the water doesn't have to interact with landforms.
Head's spinning. Coffee.
Coffee. Oh, you want coffee, do you? Coffee, bitch. Uh-oh.
Huh? Something on the board. Wait. What's this? Looks like a distress call from Sector B. Tim mentioned some of the drones had been sent over there, but this is coming in manually from a Relief Team Alpha. Secure channel, no way to respond. Come on, Tim. Jesus. Starting to feel left behind here. So much on here that doesn't match. Is the map right? Or am I?
When did he get that out?
Very impressive setup. What am I even supposed to do down here? Staying safe is one thing, but at the expense of others.
Did he get his coffee yet?
When did I get so tired?
That's a mood. Wait, I can do Popeye. Mmm. Mmm. Oh shit, I'm sorry. Sorry for what? Our daddies tell us not to be ashamed of our dicks, especially since they're such good size and all. Sometimes I pull on it so hard it rips the skin. Mmm. That's the best feature in the game so far. Play some Pac-Man. It's funny how many of those classic games are still a great time. The fundamental primordial gameplay formulas, but there's so many bad versions of them. Gamers had it hard in the 80s. You never knew what you were buying until game magazines became more widespread and the internet made accessing reviews cheaper. You couldn't really trust the reviews in the magazines either because they were often bought and paid for. And there were so many almost decent but not quite. And then there are atrocious ones, like fucking Pac-Man 2600, which didn't have to be as bad as they were.
Stan, come in. Finally.
I saw the news. Is there fire?
Finally out. We took some casualties.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Press haven't found out yet, but they'll be hell to pay when they do.
Did I do this? Is this my fault?
What?
The main flow, I increased the pressure, the accident.
No. No, get that notion out of your head this instant. It was bad luck is all. The storm, you know. And the drill platform going haywire. It'll take years to undo the damage.
But
Enough. We're getting you out of there. That's why I'm calling.
Okay. Yeah, that's probably a good... Yeah, okay.
Am I surface
Retrieval
independent?
capsule's on its way. It'll take a day or two. Until then,
One final job. Sector B.
Sector B?
The distress call.
Checking. I haven't... There's no record of any distress call from Sector B on this end.
Coming through loud and clear here. On the Unitrench emergency frequency.
Odd.
Tim?
I knew they were hiding something.
So, what's the plan?
Head over there. Check it out. And stay in radio contact. Something fishy's going on here.
Roger that. Setting out now.
Should be hydrophone, not radio.
Last chance to stock up. This is gonna be a long one. Let's get cooking. Okey doke. Right.
There we go.
Let's go.
Okay, girl. One last ride. What am I getting into here, Tim?
During the storm, we had to evacuate the Central Administration bunker in Sector B, down at the base of the rig. Imagine a gray box full of filing cabinets, but with less personality.
That's where your office was?
Right.
And you said some people didn't make it.
Yes. Good people.
I'm sorry.
And now this signal.
The SOS.
If there's an SOS, I should have gotten it too. They're hiding something, Stan. The management. I know they are. A lot of sensitive material in that bunker, records, reports. But as of yesterday, no personnel. So they say. So, to answer your question, we don't really know what you're getting into. Save that it's probably not good.
Okay. Okay.
Sector B, okay. Where's my HUD? What the fuck? I have a thruster? I had no idea this whole time. Is that what the fuel's for?
One less pollutants in the sea.
Do I have chromatic aberration on? It looks like I do, but I can't tell if I'm gaslighting myself. I do have it on. Why would I have any of these on? How? Will I regret this? No, it's way better. Why did I have those on until now? Do I have motion blur on? I'm second guessing myself now. I don't see motion blur.
Sewer pipes. Lovely.
Where am I? This has really got the aesthetic down, though. I gotta give him props. This looks like what the CGI in Sequest was supposed to be.
Yeah. The size of this thing. Unitrench protects its own, apparently. We're okay.
There we go. Am I supposed to get out? I don't think so.
There we go.
Where does this go? this one supposed to do? What am I gonna find? Is this where it gets really spooky? I read on the reviews that eventually the story picks up near the end. This might be what it is.
This looks like a fault line.
I'm being told access to Sector B is currently denied to anyone without a direct mandate from corporate.
Okay, well, bad news. That's exactly where I am.
I don't understand. There's nothing down there except the admin office and a storage bunker, and the rig, of course. Are they worried some mad bastard might try and blow it up?
People on the news seem pretty angry about the leak. Should I still be here?
Bugger corporate, bunch of assholes. I want to know what it is they're hiding down there.
Coming up on the admin center.
Find out what that signal's all about, but stay safe. First sign of trouble, you leave. Head towards that.
I thought that was a tunnel. Where am I? What am I looking for? Why don't I have a HUD sometimes? How come sometimes I have a HUD and other times I don't have a HUD? Oh, there it is. Why does it go away sometimes? Seems like I have to continually use my sonar to bring it back. I've had a lock on this entire time. Alright.
Got a capsule here, Tim. And empty.
Looks like a rescue team. All right. But if everyone was evacuated, a rescue team for who? Or what?
If they had
Well,
diving
details on this
capsules.
end. If they sent a team, they did it outside of normal procedure. There's a black hole where any briefing files would be. Always a good sign.
Heading to the admin bunker. door's locked. From the inside.
That's not normal. I don't... Why would a relief team lock themselves inside an evacuation zone?
Can I get in there? No. If in this universe, deckside deco chambers and diving capsules exist, then why are there habitats? Not that I'm complaining, but in our universe, the reality that we inhabit, the development of deckside deco and diving capsules heralded the death of habitats because it took away the reason to exist. I can't find a way in. Is it up here? I guess I am looking in the wrong place. Is that glass or plastic? Is that air-filled? It is air-filled. We probably don't want to run into that too many times at all. It's not clear where I go. I was trying to focus on this game. It's ever happened to you and you're still angry about Twitter arguments and you had to interrupt your Twitter arguments to do something else? And you're embarrassed because you're still thinking about them? That's not what life's about, man. Life isn't about internet arguments. Why does that bullshit eat up so much of my headspace and time? I have no idea what to do. This may be one of those things where I have to quit for now and then come back with a guide later. If this isn't the entrance, what, do I break this? Do I go in through here? There's just a rock wall behind that. see a ladder up here. Although the absurdity of a ladder under the water is kind of delicious. I see vents. I can't open either one of them. Is this it? This must be it. It's the only thing remotely looking like an entrance nearby. This handle is looking awfully like an alternate entrance. I think someone meant for me to use this entrance to get into the sea base. No. Huh. I don't know, man. Oh, so you ever feel bad about something you said to someone online, but then you can't find the post, so you can't take it back? You lost your opportunity for cooler heads to prevail. The internet was a mistake. I feel strongly.
This should get me in. Silent. Not sure if that's good or very, very bad.
How do I get the camera to cooperate? There we go. Why did that happen? What's happening? Is this a cutscene? A Brap Hog has been through here. Either that or there's been a Mountain Dew leak.
Refined. Why is this here?
There's a small storage bunker right by the admin center. God knows why, but that's where you are.
It's not Tiberium water, it's Mountain Dew.
Shut
This is
tight.
where they make it. The elves.
Lockdown's been triggered. By the storm, maybe.
Maybe.
The Dew elves.
Somewhat, but it did the job.
What if I'd not had an explosive
Probably
there?
won't
Would
be
there
the
have been an
last door
alternate
you'll have to
path?
bust down. Corporate can build
Now I know how to make the GUI come up. This is getting a little bit absurd. This is getting pretty good. I want to say this would make a better Netflix series than it does a game, though. Seems like that's what they wanted to make.
No.
Not my penis! No, not quit diddling my penis, sea monster.
Fuck off!
This is my no-no square. I sang the song and everything.
Offline. Must be a way to move this.
Stop. Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square.
Out of my eyes.
What does that cost? The O2 meter is also kind of like your health, which is also the case in Narcosis, if I recall correctly. Well, that's where that goes. Alright. Okay, I'm picking up where you're laying down.
The whole place is locked down. Looks like there's more.
What did I accomplish for pulling the switch? Come on, GBJ. I can't see my character. There we go. Oh, this one. That's why. I knew I forgot something.
If you want something done right,
There we go.
could all of this have anything to do with those leech things I saw? That special oil?
I'll show you special.
Possibly. I asked around, covertly. No one's ever heard of anything like that. Or any special oil.
Is it green? Is unrefined oil? Is refined oil green? Rather. I feel like my ignorance is showing here. Shouldn't there be?
You're in the admin center proper now.
Was there always water in here? Or was this
SOS
full of
is
air at
coming
one time? I
from
can't tell.
somewhere in that area. Check
I feel like
around.
surely this was meant to be air filled at some point. How come the only air filled habitat space is inside of your
Killers are circling.
little tube complex?
Try not to take that as an omen.
I'd have preferred more than one habitat. If they can afford to build structures this large underwater, why do I live in a tiny tube?
Moon pool.
They had us do the evac training in there. Thought
It was supposed to be full of air.
Well,
It's flooded. This used to be habitat space. Doesn't make sense to have a glass enclosed tunnel at the bottom of a moon pool, though. Why have glass here if it's not going to keep water out? There's a lot that confuses me about this world. Can I swim up there? No, I can't.
Oh no.
what?
I'm at some sort of locker room. It's completely submerged.
Oh, shit.
Well, I mean, pressure differences can do that. I don't have a good sense of how deep we are. I don't think we're that deep. This does look like habitat space, though. This probably shouldn't be full of water. Getting Narcosis vibes now. What am I looking for? Look at that model. Nice fucking model. That hand. I guess that wasn't really priority. The modeling team.
Unlocked.
Something went wrong here. Yeah, the habitat design kind of went off the rails now. They're kind of into the realm of fantasy for a while. Assuming those are meant to be portholes.
More of this shit. Hoped I was seeing things. Guess not.
What's happening? What's happening? Where am I? Oh, there we go.
This stuff is everywhere.
Don't tell me there's been a leak.
No, this isn't oil. I saw it in the drone bunker. Some sort of invasive sea life? Leeches or something?
Again with the leeches. It's oil, trust me. When it hits water that deep, it floats in these big globs. Very leech-like.
Tim, whatever I'm seeing, it's not oil.
Looks like those things from Half-Life that get you in the water.
Signals coming from the server room.
Damn it. Locked. Nope. Locked.
Fuck, man. Is this the one? I like that you can salvage everything.
Looks like the server room.
There's a dead guy.
Oh God. Is that Tim? Found one of the team. Can't be sure, but he looks dead.
Jesus.
Door's locked. Of course.
You need to get in there. Find out what happened. Head to the control room upstairs. See if we can't end this bloody lockdown. First, though, give me a scan of those servers. Might be able to grab some info.
Okey-doke.
Was this the one? Or no, it was up on another floor, wasn't it? It was here.
Jesus Christ. You know, I just realized I missed that place.
The office.
Broken chair, wobbly desk, constant damp. But now it's gone.
Funny. What we get
It's not
attached
gone.
to, eh?
You can
Guess
say
it may as
that
well
again.
be.
Made an old man feel important for once, sending out orders and watching pools like yourself move about like pieces on a chessboard.
Oh, thanks. Canteen. Looks like everyone left in a hurry.
This is quite a lot of underwater habitat space. This is all carved out of a seamount, isn't it? This is like rock site concept. That must be where they got the inspiration for this. There would be no other way you could restrain all of this. Would be trillions of tons of buoyancy.
These look like the crew cabins.
Emergency access to the control room should be through here.
You will live in the underwater pod. You will eat the sea bugs. You wouldn't have to tell me twice to eat a diet of crab and lobster.
Control room. At last.
Look for the command control board. That'll get you into the server room. Everything down there is certified to function up to a week after submergence, thank God.
You know what I learned today? If I learned a lesson about what frustrates me and what I shouldn't waste my
Lockdown's
time on,
lifted.
you cannot win an argument
Head back to
against
the
somebody who
server
doesn't
room.
understand
Let's get
you.
this over with. I don't believe it.
It'll ultimately just go in circles.
Conniving C-suite
Fuckers.
As they don't understand what you're
This wasn't a
saying.
relief mission. This was a search and
They
destroy.
are convinced you're the
What?
one who doesn't understand them.
The team, they were sent down here to wipe the servers, the records, everything. They initiated the evacuation. They flooded the place. We were never in any danger. They just wanted us out of the way so they could clean up their dirty laundry.
Oh, shit. Now what?
Keep going. We need to know what happened.
Keep going where? That's not confusing at all. Jesus, look at all this underwater living space. I feel like this would actually rip the mountain apart. How do you carve all this out of a mountain and then have an airtight seal? Or watertight, I should say. Go through the fucking door. Too good for the door? The door's your home. How many people are watching, does it say? It says 1 on my end. I don't know if it makes sense to keep streaming if there's 1 viewer. Actually, you know what? I'm dedicated to my craft. As long as 1 person's watching, I'll keep streaming. Guess I'm not being very engaging.
Gee.
Ah, jeez, Rick. Ah, jeez. Would you not get suited up fast enough? Looks like he did. He doesn't have any oxygen canisters on his back, though.
Got it.
Okay, looks like the process they've started is still running. Damn all this technical mumbo-jumbo. Bugger it. The things all have an off switch. Shut them all down. Pull the plug.
Is that wise? Ooh, this doesn't feel wise.
1 down.
Shutting off all the lights does not feel like the right thing to do here.
Come on. Come on.
What even existed in the way of servers in '78?
Nearly there. And done. Up yours, you culprit. Come on now. Tim? Hello? Anyone?
I don't know. He's making a lot of choices I don't understand right now. Strategif asks, why shut them down? Well, now you changed the fucking Mountain Dew color to Code Red. That's cherry flavor. That's not very epic.
Supermarket? I don't understand.
Crab. Little crab fellow, I'm gonna get you. If I catch you, I'm gonna fuck you. Threat and a promise.
Oh. Pearl is here. I know it. I have to find her.
Look at them Dutch angles.
Lumia. Maybe she's in the toy section.
Hurdy-gurdy, skirt of red, spend the bottle, bork. We are the Dutch. We invent the Dutch angles,
Is that-
so you cannot see.
You.
Vert angle. Is this going somewhere? Is that your piss? Pearl?
What are you doing here?
I'm waiting
On the
for
floor.
Mom's.
You're standing in a big puddle.
I think you made her sad. What were you fighting about?
We weren't fighting. We talked about that fight. Hey, the fight was no big deal, you know? Everything's fine.
I know.
on now.
I'll just live
Let's get
underwater
out of
the rest
here.
of my life.
And you stay with me this time. Okay?
Okay.
That's not too much to ask, is it? That you fucking come back with me in the land of the living? Let us cross the mortal threshold
Jeez.
together.
She's at home. She's waiting for us.
She's not mad at me?
At you? Sweetheart, why would she be mad at you?
Because I died, Daddy. I'm a fucking ghost. What's she made out of? Ectoplasm?
I hope you know that Mummy and I will always be there for you, sweetheart.
I know.
Good. We both will.
I know.
No. I can't.
Strider gift. Not everything can be Tiberium. We don't live in that utopia yet.
Disappearing into thin air, lad. You back with us?
I'm out, Tim. I'm done.
I saw
Where's my sub?
the data erasure stopped and
No. I mean, I'm done. With this.
Are you okay, bro?
All
Bro,
of this.
whale sharks don't
okay,
do that.
lad, yeah. That's probably for the best. I'll schedule a retrieval crew ASAP. You get yourself back to the module.
First, I need to find where my sub is.
Let's get out of here.
He's white. He should say something like, let's skedaddle. Or time to hit the old dusty trail. Or, well, about that time. Ew! Ah, my brain came out. Fuck. Hold on, I gotta push it back in. Where did I put my vehicle? Wasn't it out here? That's how you tell people that there's a bunch of ways to do it. I think it varies regionally. Letting people know that the visitation has dragged on a little too long. Time to hit the old dusty trail, like he's a fucking cowboy. When were cowboys the cool thing to be? Before I was born, surely. It is this way. fine. It feels pretty good to control. Like, I'm trying to say nice things about it. It's mostly good. It's mostly really good. I don't know. I think it needs more gameplay. This isn't really a game. This is like a Telltale type thing, kind of. A little bit more involved. This is cementing my views about what I would want in a game based on my own writing. I would want there to be more gameplay. I want there to be stuff to do that was challenging and required reflexes. It's easier to figure out what that might be, though, in a horror game, I think. Because there's always monsters to run away from.
Tim, I need to tell you something.
All right.
It's about Pearl. She followed me here. Some part of her.
Not sure I understand.
Neither do I. I've seen things down here I had no idea were possible.
Stan, those headaches, did they ever come back?
What? No. No, I'm fine. Well, wait, you think this is narcosis? That I dreamt up a thing that nearly killed me?
No, I believe you.
This is a lot. I know. We'll talk more when I get up there. But there's something very wrong down here, Tim.
Okay, lad. Whatever it is, we'll see it sorted. Together. I never asked.
What are
Has ever
these?
been?
She's,
Are these mines? They are mines. Why are there mines here?
Still teaching?
yeah. Making kids' lives hell before she makes them better.
She's a temper on her for sure.
Only with you, Tim. Only with you. I should call. Tell her I'm coming home.
Good news. Your pickup's closer than we thought. They'll be on station tomorrow morning. There'll be a capsule waiting. And, comms are back up at the module. I know you came down here to get away, but, with all the shit that's happened.
I know, Tim. It's okay.
I had fast travel the whole game and I never used it. What are those, rocket engines? Why are there afterburners on a submersible? That is metal as fuck, though. If there was an air bubble in front of me, I could imagine it was Super Cav.
What a mess. Well, one less now. Cleanup complete.
Is that one I don't have yet?
Hope they're still keeping the ocean clean. Back at it.
Will it auto repair itself? It should, right? I have to test it. Hang on. Go fucking down there. Okay, it does. That's a pretty sick sub, though, I have to say.
I guess this is it. Last night under the waves.
Last day underwater, what does that mean?
It's been too long already.
Are you gonna?
Stan! Stan, can you hear me?
I'm here. I'm here.
I saw the rig on the news. Worst platform accident in over a decade, they said. The environmental damage alone. And I can't even worry about that because my husband refuses to listen to reason.
Oh, we're still married.
I'm coming back.
All to chase some flight of... What?
I'm done. It's all done. I'm coming home. Tim's sending a boat. Tomorrow.
That's... okay. Okay, good. Why am I not... Why do I feel there's a but?
It is.
I can't leave her like this. I think she needs my help.
Pearl.
Yes.
And... what does she say?
I don't expect you to understand.
Understand? What is there to understand when you're not making any sense?
Bitch!
I'm pregnant.
Oh shit.
What?
I'm pregnant, Stan.
Oh my god. Oh my... We're gonna have a...
The baby. we're gonna have a baby.
Well, I'm gonna need a big salary to support the baby, and I don't have a job with Unitrench anymore.
Oh my god. I can't. Alright, look, I know I haven't been. In a way, I've just been. I just miss her so much, Emma. Every time I close my eyes, I see her. I see you. I see us, and it never stops hurting.
And you think it's been different for me? I haven't had a single waking moment of clarity in 3 years. But I knew I couldn't let that pain define me, or I would never, ever escape it. I love you.
So we have a choice to make, don't we?
Moving on.
Pearl or the baby?
Stan,
Pearl or
I'm gonna need you
down or
with
up?
me.
I will be.
I believe.
Promise.
You do whatever it is you need to do. But God help me if you leave.
I don't think we can do
I
both.
will never.
I'm calling it now. It's gonna force us to make a choice. Past or future. Pearl or the new baby.
How can I possibly?
This guy doesn't like finishing sentences, does he?
Yourself. Once and for all. For them. A baby. Tempting, but no.
I'm gonna have to choose.
All right, last check-in. Your pickup arrive around sunrise tomorrow, and
Emma's pregnant.
what?
Yeah.
Bugger me. Well, congratulations. How are you? How are you sitting with it?
Well, it's 1978, so I can't get an abortion.
Processing.
Ah, it's exactly what you need. It'll be perfect, I'm telling you.
What about you? What happens now?
That is a little more complicated. You know, maybe I'll go back to the boats. There's still a few decent crews out there. As for the data Unitrench tried to erase, well, you know how clumsy I can be. No telling whose mailbox it'll end up in.
I'll look forward to watching the fallout from a distance. Talk to you tomorrow.
Does it depend on
person.
whether you gather the trash or not?
Wouldn't miss it for the world. Sleep well, Stan.
Rest. I need rest. can't get to sleep. I may as well be awake.
Isn't that a mood?
Oh,
That's a jellyfish, bro.
what am I even supposed to do down here? Staying safe is one thing, but wait. Come back. That's you, isn't it? You want me to follow?
Oh, a night dive.
Here we go.
Moon, we have to go somewhere.
Where are we going? Can't you speak to me? Where are we going?
What if she got sucked into my propeller?
Pearl! Pearl! Where are we going?
What do you want with me?
Oh, there's two of them. Three of them. Which one's my daughter? Maybe none of them are, and I'm crazy. We get rendering clipping errors. That's not supposed to. It's not supposed to be that way. This is bringing back the Abyss memories.
What? No, not again. I have to go.
Is this a fucking boss fight? It can't be.
Home.
Did I just make my choice? Without realizing it? Did I choose death? Or does that just mean that chasing after Pearl will lead to my
Wait.
death?
No. Let me go.
That's a big squid.
No. Oh, shit. Shit.
I I've seen enough Japanese DVDs to know where this is going.
Okay, come on now. Remember the training. Oh, no. Well, this is bad. This is bad. Okay. Stay calm. Deep breaths. Conserve oxygen.
It won't let me go to the surface. Why would I not?
What is that?
It's an old
That looks
habitat.
like a life module. An actual. There aren't many stations this deep. Must have come down on a landslide or something.
Huh.
Holy shit. What is that?
Ancient motherfucking aliens. Confirmed.
Eyes forward. Eyes forward. Keep moving. Oh, fuck. Oh, God.
I have a strong feeling we'll eventually have to make a choice to either wallow in sadness until it kills us,
Whales. A whale graveyard.
or move on and into a brighter
Entire
future.
ecosystem centered on a single being. Even in death, Emma told me their bodies. What? What is this place?
The fuck happened? Did I just time travel? Uh-oh. Well, that's not a good sign. I don't think I'm awake.
How did I? Pearl. You're still here. Okay, you. Think you've about worn out that armchair. Let's get out of here. When did you get so big, huh? Up the wooden hill to Bedfordshire. Here we go.
Daddy, I had a good day.
There we go.
Bedtime for Bonzo.
Package delivery. One sleepy girl. Better?
Better. It's cold.
Let me close the window.
I'm gonna cry. I don't want feels right now. I want to be angry, not sad. He do be
Under the
tripping
covers
every
now.
ball, leaving no one ball on trips.
Okay, Daddy. Wait, where's Lumiere? Daddy, I can't find Lumiere.
Hey. You can't have gone that far. Not with those little legs of his. Don't worry. I'll find him. There you are. Been on quite the journey together, eh? Huh. Thanks for the ride.
I don't want to cry. I don't want to cry.
Found him. Think he was making a break for it.
Maybe he was trying to find you, so you could tell us a story?
Okay. Okay, what'll it be?
The whale song.
All right, love. All right. Settle down. The whale song. Once upon a time, there was a baby whale. A cute calf, roughly 3 tons from head to tail. His mother was a different beast entirely, over 30 meters long, and 70 tons of love so motherly.
Daddy, what the fuck is a meter? I'm American.
The whale calf, not even close to her, worried without delay. Mummy, when you are gone, what will I become? Its mother would gently say, I will always be close to you. It was not a terrible lie to start, because our dead keep on living here, in our heart. But it wasn't fair for the baby whale, who had seen his father died from a harpoon's travail. He asked again, so where has Papa gone? His mother took a deep breath and replied, heads on. He is still here. His soul is swimming next to us, far and near. Then she added, I will bring you to a place without lies, a place without pretty sights. Always remember this, and you will move on. On the beach, where many corpses lie, whales in decomposition, skin dry, regurgitated balls of plastic for pillows. The calf's eyes got wet, and before long, tears flowed, warm and clear. His heart heavy, he started a song, sorrowful and sincere. From the baby's ache, out of the waves, a miracle happened. The air started to vibrate, the ground to shake. One of the still bodies rose and widened. Despite the waste and the rubbish, against the fragile cycle, death was ascending to the sky, across eternity's threshold. Then death would fall down to feed the earth, continuing a never-ending cycle in which we always find a morrow.
Could have rhymed it with rebirth.
Okay, love. Time for bed.
No, Daddy, please. It's so cold down here. I'm lonely. Stay, please.
Oh, God. Sweetheart. I don't know if I can. Could I really stay? Emma. The baby. Pearl's here. She's right here. I can't just leave. Can I? Should I?
Yeah, you should.
Emma needs me. I need her. No, I have to stay. I won't lose my daughter.
Bro!
Not again.
This path leads to death. This path is a downward spiral.
I'm sorry, sweetheart. Mommy needs me. We're having we need each other.
Finish your sentences!
I love you, Daddy.
I miss you. I'll always miss you. Always.
The fuck happens if you stay with her? You die, right? You become a ghost? There'll be time enough for that later. There'll be an eternity for that. Now's the time to live. That's the crux of it, isn't it? Choosing to live or to die. I often wish I'd chosen to die, but it's too late for that now. I want to see where this shit goes. Is that me? It is. Holy cow, above water gameplay. And I motion matched to the movements of the ship. Alright, you got me. You son of a bitch, you got me! I'm crying.
Sweet girl. My Pearl.
For God's sake, what happens if you stay with her? You still get the A-frame ship right.
My daughter died 3 years ago. Seems like hardly any time at all. And an eternity. It was her love that hurt most. Its absence. Like when she'd jump onto our bed on Saturday mornings. When Emma would sneak up behind her, lift her overhead. The house was empty without it. But I still hear it. Every single day. It's mine now. And I guess that's the point. Life is one long series of partings. But no one ever really leaves. We move on, knowing we carry them with us. Pearl is with me now. I will love her for as long as I love anything. But for the first time in a long time, I feel unburdened, free. Like I don't have to run from the future. I have to let her go. But I'll never leave her behind. Because none of us are alone. Not really. Pearl, I love you.
Oh man. Oh, this is hitting hard. Oh, they're Frenchmen. That explains quite a bit. Oh, this is hitting me hard. Oh man. Fuck. No, that's fine to ask. It's like, it's a story. The point of the game was to explore the subjective experience of depression following traumatic loss of a loved one, and likening the ongoing descent into the downward spiral towards suicide as a descent into the ocean, the suffocating black abyss where you can't breathe. And likening the decision to live, the definite which you must make at some point. Everybody reaches a point in their life where when something really nasty happens, for weeks, years, even months, you can persist in a sort of half-life. I don't mean the game. I mean a half-living state where your body continues to work, your organs continue functioning, your lungs breathe, your heart pumps blood. You don't just die automatically because you want to. Your biological processes keep you going. But spiritually, if you'll pardon the use of the phrase, you're not there. You're stuck in limbo. You haven't chosen definitively to continue living, so you don't make any plans for the future. You live in a sort of state of arrested development at the moment of loss. You know what I mean? I guess kind of. I'm not sure if that's what I was communicating. But in this game, that limbo is the surface of the water. The downward towards the bottom is death, and up into the air is life. My ex wrote a very similar song for me, called "Coming Up for Air." I could have written this exact story. This has a lot of parallels with stuff I've talked with her about before. I'm so fucking frankly surprised I didn't write the story. What happens if you stay with Pearl, though? I can't accelerate the... You want to see the other ending? It doesn't make you play the whole thing again, does it? Before we do that, let's listen to that song. My lovely ginger ex-girlfriend, everybody. Let's have a round of applause for the only song anyone has ever written for me.
I've been diving down, I like this part, till I startle at the sound of my own heart. I need to catch my breath to avoid uncertain death, but you found another way around with life's apart. But I'm coming up for air. I'm coming up for air. I'm coming up for air. Do you know how to live down there? Green and gray,
When the song's over.
silhouettes and waves. You can stay, but I'm losing track of days. We breathe each other in. I've made it my mission to go down deep. There's promises to keep, and nights of restless sleep that keep me coming up for air.
Lovely song, very talented, beautiful person. I was privileged to have her in my life, and I've been loved by a long string of remarkable women that I'm very thankful for. Can we ask why you broke up? Yeah, she wanted a wealthy man. She has medical problems that she needs support for. She wanted to have a baby. Babies are expensive. And she just has expensive tastes in things like wine. And she wanted eventually to live in a gothic mansion. And I couldn't provide any of that for her because I'm broke. Terminally broke. I insist upon being an author. And I everything in my life depends on whether or not I succeed in that endeavor. And she did not want to stick around and gamble on whether or not that was going to work out for me. It was that, and that she also had this other guy that came back into her life, and she wanted to pick up where things left off with him and see where that went. That sucks, but honestly, she was honest about it. She was upfront. She knew what she wanted. I couldn't provide it. We were on different life trajectories. I don't feel any animus. I think it was an amicable breakup. I don't really. I have breakups I feel bad about still. That's not one of them. She and I remained friends for a long time. I guess we are still friends. We just don't talk because her husband doesn't want her talking to me. So she has a child now. I'm still stuck in limbo. They come along. They notice me and they think, what a magical, strange little man. They pick me up out of the hole that I'm in. They brush the dirt off me, and they enjoy me for a while, and then they, for various reasons, because I can't be what they need, they put me back in the hole and leave me for the next one to find. And at least that's a good problem to have. It could be worse. I could just be a kissless virgin. I could be a forever alone. I'm not. I've at least been able to enjoy intermittent happiness. It's like wandering through a desert, but there's also a long string of oases. She's kind of cool, even though it sucks. Yeah, basically, she's still a cool person. She just wants certain things. Yeah, it's a long story. I wrote an article about it called The Wonka Cycle, about being treasured briefly by partners who see value in your strangeness, but ultimately can't live with who you are, even though they thought they could, because you don't change over time, and they do. And you're always going to be who you are. I should make a video about that. I've been making videos out of articles lately, because Medium fucking nuked all my content, and I need to bring it to a wider audience. Yeah, she gave me everything I could ask for. She gave me a long period of happiness in my life and an amicable breakup. I still feel positively about all these years later. What more could I ask for? I mean, plenty of people don't get that much. I have a story I wrote when she dumped me, which is a kind of a cruel and unceremonious way to put it. We had a discussion where she explained her reasons, and I ultimately agreed with her. But she asked me to write a story about it so she could better understand my feelings, and I thought that's a great idea, because I'd explained to her before how I viewed pain as a gift, because pain is power. Anything you feel strongly is a differential that you can exploit productively if you channel it correctly. And I channel all my strong emotion into writing, because that's the secret sauce that makes writing good. And she knew that. She knew me and respected my craft. So when we broke up, instead of thinking, poor me, I'm out of boyfriend, or anything crappy like that, she was thinking of me still. She thought, what will make this positive for him is if I can help him turn this from a tragedy into a creative opportunity. And she knew me well enough to say that. I still love that about her. I still think that's a magnificent way for her to send me off. And here's the story that I wrote, and it made her cry. I'm not proud of that. It's not like I was trying to make her cry, but I consider that a sign that I captured what she wanted me to capture in the story, and I did her concept justice. Anyway, here it is.
There's a few silver linings in all of this. I think the original saying had something to do with clouds. That part's no longer applicable, of course. For example, so much of my life until today was just one long, tedious struggle against entropy.
Wait, no, that's the wrong one. Sorry. So you still love her? No, not romantically. I think we wrapped things up pretty neatly. That chapter of my life ended, and I was able to... It's like when you're taking a dump and you manage to pinch it off so cleanly that you don't even need to wipe. There was no after mess this time. It's like I said, it's the most I could ask for out of a relationship, is that it's pleasant while it lasts and doesn't end in a hurtful way. Let me find the right story. Why did I think that was the right one? The breakup. I didn't name it very creatively. Here it is.
Thanks for meeting me on short notice like this. Candace's hoop earrings jostled about, as did her bangs while she settled into the cramped booth. We got the stink eye from the manager for choosing the booth over the bar, being that there were only two of us, but Candace likes to be comfortable. It's fine. You know what my schedule is like lately. Wake up at noon, hammer out an article, piss and go back to bed. Wake up again at 2, do another article. She gestured for me to hurry it along. I've begun pretending to have important appointments I need to work around when scheduling stuff with people I don't yet know well, just so they won't think I'm a bum. Candace smirked. I found myself as embarrassingly taken as ever by even the smallest movements of her facial muscles. Do you want something? I ordered a coffee before you got here. I thought it would be more of a wait. Generous sunshine poured in through the window. Birds sang, swooping this way and that against the bright blue sky. Candace held up one expensively manicured hand to shield her eyes as she browsed the menu. Actually, I'm not too sure. There was something I wanted to talk to you about. A slight tremor. Nobody else noticed, so I ignored it under the assumption that I'd imagined it. Oh? She flipped the page to the seasonal special section, studying some fancy drink consisting mostly of foam, served in a comically large teacup for $6. Yeah, I just figured if we're gonna eat something, we should do that first. The tremor returned. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw a crack begin to spread from the edge of the window pane. Is it important? She lifted her eyes from the menu to meet mine. For a few seconds, she just looked at me, studying the details of my face in much the same way I often study hers. But there was something else this time. Mournful? Listen, I remember when we started seeing one another?
This is not her. This is Spooky Stories for You, a YouTuber. This is not her voice. This is my story. I wrote this. Spooky Stories for You is reading it.
Remember the talk we had? My stomach began to gurgle. The crack on the window spread, like a time-lapsed spiderweb, and began to bleed a viscous black sludge. Outside, gray storm clouds swallowed up the sun. A black rain began to fall. The talk about how you didn't know if you wanted something serious? She nodded. I held her dainty little hand in mine. I told you that's fine. It's still fine. We don't have to label this. It's just the two of us enjoying one another's... She withdrew her hands from mine. There was no mistaking the tremor this time, markedly more violent than before. Outside, cracks began to spread across the buildings themselves. They bled the same sticky black crud as the window. Everybody just continued with their business. A mother pushed her baby in a carriage. An elderly man quarreled with the owner of a magazine stand. oblivious, all of them, to what was happening in my heart. Listen, I hate this. I hate having to say this. You're such a sweet person. I don't want to hurt you. The gurgling in my stomach before turned into a violent revolt, but I didn't wince. Oddly, I couldn't even make myself frown right then. The buildings continued to crumble in slow motion as she spoke, oily sludge bubbling out of every fresh crevice. Birds fell from the sky, dead as a doornail, sinking into the gradually rising black tide. You're breaking up with me, I said, aren't you? Tears appeared in her eyes. What a joke. Aren't I supposed to be the one who cries? Though I felt nauseous, nothing stirred in my heart. On the contrary, it sat limp and still within me, as though nothing out of the ordinary was happening. I suppose in a sense, it wasn't. The sewers overflowed, flooding the streets with boiling, surging black fluid. The brick barber shop across the street was the first to collapse entirely, absorbed into the foul sea as if it was eaten by it. Cars sank by 2s and 3s, then by 10s and 20s. It's okay, I assured her, as much to her own surprise as my own. Calm as I'd ever been, eyes as dry as could be. You don't have to justify it to me. She motioned as if to object, but I wasn't having it. Love is not a trap. It doesn't mean capturing someone and trying to prevent them from leaving. It's like feeding birds. They land on your opened hand because they trust you, because you don't grab them and put them in a cage. Of course, this only made it worse. She fetched a tissue from her purse to wipe away her tears with. I just gently smiled, the picture of indifference. Meanwhile, the flood had risen to the point that all I could see out the window was writhing, bubbling darkness. I'm a jerk, aren't I? I denied it. I insisted I never expected anything, that it was a pleasure to have her in my life for as long or as short of a time as she was available to me. I just want you to know, it's not like I had anybody in mind, she blubbered. It's not like I was looking for someone new. Oh, so she's found someone. May I ask who it is? She cast me a hesitant glance, as if it would make any difference to me at this point. There's this guy I met months ago. We had such a strong connection. Infatuation is what it is. I just can't move on with my life until I explore these feelings I have for him. I know I can't ask you to still be there waiting for me afterwards either. The window, riddled with a tangled mess of interconnected cracks, finally gave way. The black sea flooded torrentially into the diner, sweeping away tables and chairs around us. But she just kept talking. Even when the ceiling above us began to crumble, chunks of plaster splashing as they landed into the goo which had now risen to our knees. Well, I wouldn't want you to stay with me, always wondering what might have been with this other fellow. I don't want to be in a relationship with someone who regrets it, even a little bit. The ceiling groaned, on the verge of collapse, as droplets of black sludge dripped from the cracks still spreading across it. You're being so reasonable about this, was the last thing out of her mouth I could understand. Her hair drenched in the sticky, horrid slime, now up to her nose. Everybody else up to their chests in it, casually waiting tables or paying for their meals, even as it continued to rise. The rain clouds outside finally parted to reveal a pitch-black, starless sky. It's fine, really, I repeated as the ceiling caved in. I feel nothing.
So that's what came out of it. Was it worth... That's not the way to look at it. It was worth it for its own sake. I shouldn't judge a relationship with another human being based upon the artistic output that it inspired. That's backwards. Was the art worth it? I should be asking, I guess. Maybe that's not even a constructive way to look at it. But that's the kind of interaction that an author dreams of, writing something for another person that they will understand on a deeper level than anyone else because they've been in a relationship with you and they know everything about you. You can never, I mean, that's the big reward. You sure as fuck don't write for money. If you are, you're doing it for the wrong reasons, because you're not going to get rich being an author unless you're Brandon Sanderson and have a Mormon old boy connection. Or unless you're J.K. Rowling and hit the jackpot with a YA young adult series. For the most part, if you are determined to be an author, your great reward is just being understood by other people to varying degrees. Sometimes misunderstood, but what it's all for is just when you strike a chord with another human being and discover that things that you thought were unique to your own inner world, your own psyche, are in fact relatable and common to other human beings as a product of the things that we share. Not what's different, but what's the same, that we all had a mother and father, we were all born, we'll all die, and all the weird little quirks of subjective experience as a primate. Like being broken up with. I mean, that's a perfect example of what I'm talking about. Anyway, back to the game. I've got to find out what the other ending is. It's gonna be really sad. Prepare yourself to cry.
Rest. I need rest.
After we see both endings, we can vote together on which one is canonical, which one really happened, okay? That's the rules.
Wait. Hello?
This was almost really well implemented. For the most part it was. Just certain parts of it are clunky and drag on. And the setting isn't as well realized as it could be.
I can't get to sleep. I may as well be awake. Wait. Come back. That's you. Isn't it? You want me to follow?
Get ready for tears. What'd you think of the story?
Let's get out of here.
Anyone who was here for the story,
Moon, we have to go somewhere.
Where are we going? Can't you speak to me? Where are we going?
sometimes I wish I'd only shared that with her though. Maybe that would have been better.
we going?
What do you want with me?
Oh. Wait. No. Let me go. Oh. Oh, no. No. Oh, shit. Okay, come on now. Remember the training. Oh, no. Well, this is bad.
Left and
This
right
is
trigger
bad.
go up and down?
Okay.
Why am I learning this at the end of the game?
Stay calm. Deep breaths. Conserve oxygen.
But A is boost whether you're in the sub or not.
What is that?
Why is this
That looks
here?
like a life module. An actual. There aren't many stations this deep. Must have come down on a landslide or something.
How do you know how deep you are? And what's the significance of that to the story? Where am I going? Can't go that way. That's not it. Oh, here we go.
Are those... Eyes forward. Eyes forward. Keep moving.
Did we ever find out what the leeches were?
Oh, fuck. Oh, God.
He's got a rebreather, he must. Doesn't know what rebreathers look like.
A whale graveyard.
There's no bubbles.
Entire ecosystem centered on a single being. Even in death, Emma told me. What? What is this place?
What are you talking about, fatal error? Fucking, come on, really? Alright, we have to do that all over again. I want to say they're like the Swarm from that one book. For fucking... if it does it again... That's it. Oh, it's saved. Thank fuck. Goodness. My goodness, that was... about to be a very frustrating experience.
A whale graveyard. An entire ecosystem centered on a single being. Even in death, Emma told me. Their bodies, when they die, they release their gases. What? What is this place?
That was really entertaining and educational. Thank you for informing me about whale graveyards. That's why I played this game, for whale facts. Can I skip this? I can't.
This can't... Our house. How did I... Pearl. You're still here. Okay, you. Think you've about worn out that armchair. Let's get out of here.
I don't know if I can do this again. This is emotionally masochistic.
When did you get so big, huh? Up the wooden hill to Bedfordshire. Here we go.
Daddy, I had a good day.
There we go. Package delivery. One sleepy girl. Better?
Better. It's cold.
Let me close the window.
I don't want to cry again. I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to cry. I'm not crying.
Under the covers now.
Okay, Daddy. Wait, where's Lumiere? Daddy, I can't find Lumiere.
Hey. You can't have gone that far. Not with those little legs of his. Don't worry. I'll find him. There you are. Been on quite the journey together, eh? Huh. Thanks for the ride. Found him. Think he was making a break for it.
Maybe he was trying to find you, so you could tell us a story?
Okay. Okay, what'll it be?
The whale song.
All right, love. All right. Settle down. The whale song.
I thought I told you to settle down!
Once upon a time, there was a baby whale. A cute calf, roughly 3 tons from head to tail. His mother was a different beast entirely, over 30 meters long, and 70 tons of love so motherly. The whale calf, not even close to her, worried without delay. Mummy, when you are gone, what will I become? Its mother would gently say, I will always be close to you. It was not a terrible lie to start, because our dead keep on living here, in our heart. But it wasn't fair for the baby whale, who had seen his father died from a harpoon's travail. He asked again, so where has Papa gone? His mother took a deep breath and replied, heads on. He is still here. His soul is swimming next to us, far and near. Then she added, I will bring you to a place without lies, a place without pretty sights. Always remember this, and you will move on. On the beach, where many corpses lie, whales in decomposition, skin dry, regurgitated balls of plastic for pillows. The calf's eyes got wet, and before long, tears flowed, warm and clear. His heart heavy, he started a song, sorrowful and sincere. From the baby's ache, out of the waves, a miracle happened. The air started to vibrate, the ground to shake. One of the still bodies rose and widened. Despite the waste and the rubbish, against the fragile cycle, death was ascending to the sky, across eternity's threshold. Then death would fall down to feed the earth, continuing a never-ending cycle in which we always find a morrow.
It sucked.
Okay, love. Time for bed.
No, Daddy, please. It's still cold down here. I'm lonely. Stay, please.
Don't worry, Ghost Child.
Oh, God. Sweetheart. I don't know if I can. Could I really stay? Emma. The baby.
It's real to me, damn it.
Pearl's here. She's right here. I can't just leave. Can I? Should I? Emma needs me. I need her.
Looks like you can't choose anything else. Is that an aquarium? Oh, what a cute robot. I can't choose to stay with her.
No. I have to stay. I won't lose my daughter.
Oh, you have to trigger it.
Not again.
You can choose.
All right, sweetheart. I'll stay. I'll stay.
Let's be underwater ghosts together.
I won't leave you. Not again. I'll never leave you again. No.
That's it? Where am I now?
Where? How did I get here?
Oh, it's playable. This is the beach from Death Stranding, I guess. You can still click plastic. You know what? Not my job anymore. I'm dead. Stop tilting the camera, you fucking shitty ghost cameraman. Am I supposed to head to shore? There's buildings up there. Oh, here we go. Oh, what? I can't go there. I'm heading in the wrong direction. I can't see because of the sun. This is not the right way either. Where was I meant to go to? Oh, there she is. Afterlife is a beach, I guess. Could be worse.
What? Pearl. Pearl? Daddy's here. Oh, my. Oh, my sweet baby.
But now when your wife gets here, she's gonna be fucking pissed at you because you skipped out on life with her and the baby. Whereas if you... Pearl could have waited another, like, 30 years for you to be with her.
Sweet girl. I'm here. Life is a cycle of comings and goings. A wheel rimmed with highs and lows. One passing slowly to the next. Life follows death, follows life, follows death. One can't exist without the other. Oil, the Earth's past, making its future possible. The lights of the future, built on the destruction past. That I might stay here a while. Put my hand on that wheel. Let it slow. And stop. Life follows death. Follows life. Except when it doesn't. I love you.
Is that the worst ending? I want to say it's the worst ending because it was a selfish thing to go to die. In a world where there is definitely an afterlife, apparently, it's a selfish thing to die prematurely and hurt your wife and leave her alone to raise the baby. Pearl has all of eternity. She could have waited another couple decades for you and her mother to join them. Join her on the beach. Does this take place in the same continuity as Death Stranding? I want to say in my headcanon it does. It was you! I knew it! Stratigiff is the cameraman who couldn't fucking keep the camera straight. It's the same cameraman from Evil Dead, who just runs around through the woods with a camera on a broken gimbal, swinging her all over the place. Spooky, evil cameraman, incompetent cameraman, can't hold the camera straight, chasing after Bruce Campbell. Evil, incompetent cameraman's gonna get Bruce Campbell, is gonna catch him, and then he's gonna clap his cheeks. Evil cameraman. That's what I always sing to myself during the sequences in that film, where the camera's just like chasing Bruce Campbell. I guess any of the other actors for the brief period where they're alive. Which ending do you like better? You know where my vote goes for. He had a responsibility to live. If not for himself, then for his wife and the baby. You have eternity to be dead. You don't have eternity to be alive. The time to live is while you're alive. You can be dead when you're dead. I think it was mostly well implemented. There are a couple little awkward snags which prevent it from being truly great, but everything comes together in the end. I don't think I could have done it better, though. That's actually a shortcoming of my writing, is emotional potency. If anything, I would have made it more awkward, being an autist. I could have improved the technical accuracy of the marine engineering, though. The habitat design and details like how the life support worked, and the fact that submersibles don't run on oil, and scuba divers don't use pure O2, and scuba tanks do emit bubbles, and if it doesn't emit bubbles, then it's a rebreather, and if it's a rebreather, then it shouldn't look like what he had on. Goddamn. We have 30 more minutes. I want to play some fucking Battle Morph. I had the right answer, didn't I? I think so. I think, I don't always trust my own moral reasoning, but I think in this case, the right thing to do would be stay alive for your family. There's a bunch of different angles to consider. One of them is, if you're in that much pain, should your family understand your decision to end your own life? and not insist upon prolonging your suffering because they're terrified of death. But I don't think that's as strong of an argument as the argument that it's selfish to self-delete prematurely.
Good luck. Load weapons onto your War Griffon. You can put one weapon in each bay. Incinerator, cruise bomb mines, decoy. War Griffon ready.
Let me make
for
sure.
launch. Stand by. 3,
There we go.
2.
I'll have more Spooper games by next time.
Good luck.
My comfort zone. It sure is comfy. That's why they call it the comfort zone. Nice nostalgia. I feel like I need something familiar after that. That was actually a gutting ending. You know, I will forgive any amount, not any amount, I'll forgive an awful lot from the implementation of a story if it sticks the ending. And I would argue that Under the Waves sticks the ending. It accomplished what it set out to do. I could not have done the story better. I could have done the set design better. Why am I stuck under ice? I'm getting fucked up.
Shields low. Shields low.
Do I have to kill fish to replenish my shield? Is that what I'm looking at here? I expect to see a little ghost girl anywhere I look now when I'm underwater.
Shields low. Shields low.
I'm not doing great.
Mapping.
How the fuck do I get above water?
Access code found. Shields low. Shields low.
Shit. Oh, there we go. Oh, fuck. Are you kidding me? It's surrounded by the a force field. I have a blue key now. If I can find, where to use it. Probably what you do with it is turn off the force field. Now I know that spawn is located right on top of where the hole in the ice is, though. Can't lose that many more lives. That's what happened last time, was a game over, wasn't it?
Rapid fire.
Oh boy, it's the water level. Usually I would say, oh boy, it's the water level. What did you think of Under the Waves?
Cloaking down.
Love it? Hate it? I liked it. I forgive its shortcomings of execution. I think it nailed the ending. It made me cry in the end, and that a sign it did something right. That's what it was trying to do. The only great sin of it, like I've said in the past, the only unforgivable sin of a horror game is if it doesn't scare you. And likewise, the only unforgivable sin of a sad game is if you don't cry at the ending. If you don't cry at least once. People consume artwork of various types because they want to feel. And they want to feel all kinds of things. They want to feel happy, they want to feel sad, they want to feel scared, excited.
Mapping.
And if it gives you the feelings that you paid for, then you got your money's worth. Okay, let's see. That's not where I need to be. You follow the light roads. Of course. I take a right. Up here.
Mapping. Mapping.
Up to here.
Mapping. Mapping. Mapping.
It takes a bit sometimes to figure out the levels. How can this not be right? Everything else is on land. There's something surreal about playing Jaguar games. Because some part of my brain keeps thinking why is this Nintendo 64 game look so terrible? Because of all the low poly aesthetic and shading. I have to keep reminding myself this is not a Nintendo 64 game, or even it doesn't look like PS1 either. It's got an aesthetic, that's for sure.
Mapping.
It can't be right. I'll just explore along all the roads.
Mapping. Mapping.
It warps you around. I see. Okay. Alright. Fucking... Well, I'm at a loss. I guess the reason it does that blinking bar thing is because it couldn't do transparencies. Did you guys cry? I'm not the only one, am I? Did you find it emotionally moving? At least almost all the enemies are gone now. You also can't fault this game on variety. Sure fucking does have a variety of mission types. The fact that they put water in doesn't mean they only use it sometimes. They get a lot of use out of the water. Aha, here we go. Alright, finally. Now we have the red key.
Rapid fire. Mapping. Mapping. Mapping.
Shit. No, wait, this is the one that... Here it is. Dude, looking for an order. Yes, I do. Fucking finally, we're above water. The game runs smoother too. That's how they're gonna try to fuck you over, is if you didn't have the key. Oh, come on, man. There we go.
Let's go home.
There we go. That was a little bit tedious. Wasn't too bad.
Approaching the Sutherland.
I like how I had fucking 8 viewers. 6 or 7. Or 8, thereabouts. And they all bailed as soon as I started doing Jaguar. It's really not popular, is it? Even though it's what I enjoy. I think it tells you what the benefit of what you just did was every time. Not every game does that.
Welcome to the briefing room. We're sure you can handle it. Plan our main. Welcome to
What's good, Weeb? Everybody bailed as soon as I started doing Jaguar. They wanted to see the ending to Under the Waves. The 2 endings.
Be careful out there. Load weapons onto your war griffon. You can put
I don't fucking...
one in each bay.
I don't blame them.
War griffon ready for launch. Stand by. 3.
Where you been? It's not the same without you. Who am I going to talk to but retro games without you around?
Shields draining.
Well, at least I don't call it Jaguar. What am I trying to do? What's my goal? Okay, I need a red key. Confirmed. Probably it's in there somewhere. That's protected with the fort. There's the fuel dump. Here we go. Let's brave the acid water. X marks the spot. Where's X? I don't see an X anywhere. Where's the X? Man, these missions are really getting tough as the game goes on. Stuck in the abyss of night on it. That sounds comfy. Am I wrong? Is that not comfy? I mean, if you're into Vampire Hell. Let me try some weapons. Here we go.
Enhanced scanning.
I'm not doing great. Red key is... X marks the spot, supposedly. Do you see an X anywhere? I sure don't. I see where the fuel depot is. Here it is. Yellow key, you need extra ammo.
Ammo low. Mapping.
X marks the spot. Is that what this is? I thought that was my cursor this whole time.
Mapping. Shields low.
I can't
Shields
survive down there.
low.
I would need foreknowledge in order to beat this of where the keys are. Let me destroy wildlife and flora and fauna. Let me just destroy the ecosystem. They can't wage war if their planets are completely barren.
Shields low.
Where did you learn to fuck? I hear Stamper got banned from fucking, I think Newgrounds and YouTube. Or it might have just been YouTube. The fucking Mad Lad uploaded a cartoon of Solid Snake
Shields
eating
low.
pussy. Like uncensored. Like graphic pussy eating. I don't know what he thought was going to happen. That's exactly how I would expect him to go out, though. I hope it was worth it.
Mapping.
Fucking Stamper, man. He died the way he lived. I thought...
Mapping. Shields low.
Well... Yep.
Welcome to the back
Try again.
shuttle. Planet
Actually, I guess not. That's a good quitting point. It's a sad quitting point, but I suppose we made some progress. That's better than nothing. We also saw both endings of Under the Waves. Like a $25, $30 game. So you got your money's worth, which is to say none. It was free. It's a free stream. I had fun. I always am reluctant to stream. It feels like such an endeavor and such a investment of time and energy. But I'm always glad when I did. It's like exercise. I'm always happy after I exercise, even if I drag my feet going into it. The ending is really depressing, too, in Battlemorph. They show your coffin being ejected into space with a plaque on it that said he was one of the best, but the best wasn't good enough. Did they need to do that? Was that necessary? To rub it in? To twist the dagger? On a fucking Jaguar CD game? That's a little more personal than I feel like they had to go with it. But then again, that's where personality comes from in games. I always think to myself, playing shooter games and space games, that they would be greatly improved with more personality and more and higher stakes. So I can't really complain when a game is like, you died, and no one will remember you, except as the one who failed to rescue humanity from the Pernicians. You suck and will be forgotten swiftly in the dustbin of history. What I've not seen yet, correct me if I'm wrong, someone tell me if this game exists somewhere. What I've always wanted to see is a game where Earth is already destroyed, and you're in a super powerful prototype single-seat fighter that has alien technology so it can assimilate and make use of alien weapons. And it's purely a mission of revenge. And it has like emotional cutscenes about all the people on Earth that you lost. and everything that they destroyed. And then it would be a shmup. Like a bullet hell shmup. The gimmick is that you don't die in one hit, but you have to survive through the whole game on one life, otherwise you don't get to see the ending. There are not multiple lives. So you have to be really good to beat it. If you do beat it, though, I imagine it would have a bittersweet ending where you discover not all of humanity died. That there's a flotilla of refugee ships, like in Battlestar Galactica. And that you, in the course of fighting your way through the alien system, you basically depopulated a lot of their habitable planets, so now you have somewhere to resettle the surviving humans. Is that a happy ending? Is that a white pill, or is that even is that the blackest pill of them all? I don't know. It's kind of like that scene from Invincible with Omni-Man wrecking the alien planet, and you start to feel bad for the aliens. I don't know. But thank you all for joining me. I had a great time. Thank you, especially those who stuck around through the Jaguar stuff and through the short story. I'm glad we finally finished Under the Waves. That one ate up a good chunk of our stream budget in terms of time. Now, I'm free to play other games. I'm going to have to think hard about what's playing. It's probably 7th Guest VR. Someone bought me 7th Guest VR, and I would be remiss if I didn't play that. I'm really looking forward to it. I wanted to get back into streaming VR anyway. So, look forward to that starting on Monday. Same ham time, same ham channel at 7 o'clock p.m. West Coast time at 11 o'clock p.m. This is your friendly neighborhood ham dad signing off and returning you to your regularly scheduled sleepy time.